Welcome back to Buzz on Business. I'm here today with Rick Davidson. Rick, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name's Rick Davidson. I'm the founder and principal of Community Energy Advisors. Okay. Been in the energy industry really all my career. Started off in oil and gas, and then the last 21 years I've been in the electricity industry.
So tell me a little bit about Community Energy Advisors.
Sure. So we are an energy advisory firm that helps companies, small businesses to large businesses, manage their electricity and natural gas costs. And it's really through a program we designed that is simple, affordable, and dependable for customers. That program really is the Chamber Energy Aggregation Program, and that was really designed because we were seeing so many small and medium-sized businesses paying too much for their utility bills. And we figured out a way that if we could aggregate customers together, we could drive their load up, which then creates buying power in the marketplace and ultimately saves customers money. And how that ultimately works is we take the accounting firm, the lawyer's office, the pizza shop, and we combine them together, so now they look like a small manufacturer, and then they get prices like a small manufacturer.
Oh, well, that's kind of nice. That's certainly helpful to the community.
Sure.
How did you get involved in this current business?
So really, with my energy background and being an entrepreneur, I really felt like at the end of the day, there was an opportunity to educate customers. Okay. And that was, to me, the missing piece in this whole thing, is that there's so much change that's happening and so much fraud that if we could design an energy analytics firm, not a sales firm, to then help our affinity organizations educate their customers on what's happening, then they can make the best decisions for their company. And we're seeing fraud from somebody calling saying they're coming from the utility and they're going to come shut the power off because they didn't pay their bill and they have to pay for a prepaid card, which just happened locally in Medina County here recently. Oh, wow. Or suppliers calling up and giving a kind of a too good to be true, so they give a low introductory rate that then creeps up, and we're seeing some customers paying 2 to 3 times the market. And that's just, it's crazy. And so when we get these customers, we're able to aggregate them and ultimately save them money.
Okay, so what's your favorite part of the business?
You know, being an entrepreneur and being innovative with the change in the marketplace, we're creating solutions and solving problems for our customers, and that's probably the best part of the job.
Wow, that's really quite interesting. What types of products and services do you sell? So
really, we offer a high-end procurement and analytics service. And really, the way that works is if you take your utility bill at home and you rip it in half of your bill is the regulated side, the side that you can't shop. The other half of your bill is the deregulated side, which you can shop and try to get a better rate. That's where procurement comes in. So we're not aligned with any one supplier. We work with multiple suppliers, most of the time over 20 suppliers, and we force them to compete for the business, driving the price down. On the analytics side is the regulated portion. So on your regulated portion of your bill is made up of multiple tariffs that's filed with the PUCO that the utility companies can charge customers. And as those utility charges change, the tariffs change, we have a model that we break down all of those charges, and then we help educate the customers on how they're being billed from the utility. So many times customers will get a great rate on the procurement side and their bill continues to go up and they don't know why. We help them understand why, and we break down those tariffs, and then we help them understand the impact to them, so now customers can actually do a proper budget and understand what's happening and potentially learn how to avoid some of those costs by making some behavioral changes.
Okay. What do you feel is the competitive edge for Community Energy Advisors?
You know, I think we have a couple different competitive edges, and really the first one is we've teamed up with multiple affinity organizations. So we teamed up with the Builders Exchange, NOAC, that has 120 chambers, Medina County Economic Development Corporation. So by having all those affinity organizations, we can aggregate all those loads together to drive additional value for our customers. The other side is the analytics side, and we don't see a lot of folks or competitors of ours understanding what's happening on the regulated side. So they're really only focused on 50% of the bill, where we're focused on the entire bill, so we can help educate customers so when they get calls, they can make the best decisions for their company. And the third is really probably the most important, is the education piece. So we provide ongoing education of what's happening in the marketplace, because with all the frauds and scams going on, we want to make sure that we're in front of that so customers know when they get a phone call, they know how to respond to that phone call.
If somebody wanted to take advantage of your services, how would they do so?
They could simply log on to www.ceateam.com or call us at 330-721-8000.
Okay. And you're one of the great benefits that is offered to the chamber members? We
do. We really feel that our partnership with the chambers have been great. At the end of the day, the chambers are our true partners because they want to provide savings to their customers, and they want to help their customers grow. And here locally, the Northern Medina County Chamber Alliance really teams up with the City of Brunswick's Economic Development Director, as well as Medina County Economic Development Corporation, to bring new businesses in, and we think that's phenomenal.
Okay. So who is the perfect customer for you then?
Really, the perfect customer for us is somebody that is looking for a trusted energy advisor to help them save money on their utility bills. There's a lot of folks that are out there cold calling that's just dialing for dollars out of Texas, out of all these different areas. And we really want to be that trusted advisor. We want to push out information and education to all Affinity members, whether they're a customer of ours or not.
Has the economy affected your business at all?
You know, it's interesting because when the rates are low, people don't really pay attention. But now that prices are increasing quite a bit, now we're getting a lot more calls and our business is growing leaps and bounds because people are now starting to take focus on it. And we think that our education is helping folks understand just a little bit more about what they need to do to make the right decisions.
Okay. And what are your goals for the company?
So the goals would be to continue to grow in the affinity organizations across the state of Ohio, and ultimately, from an economic development perspective, hire Medina County employees to come along the journey with us.
Thank you very much, Rick, for being on our show. It was a pleasure to meet you and learn about Community Energy Advisors.
Thank you for having me. It's a wonderful experience for us.
We'll be right back with Buzz on Business.